Welcome to Chat Sky Tokyo, bringing you weather and seasonal wisdom from Japan. Today, December 27th, we enter the final microseason of the year, Shika Tsuno Otsuru. Deer shed their antlers. Nature has this wild way of teaching us life lessons, and I just discovered something mind-blowing. Male deer actually shed their antlers every winter, right when we're all thinking about letting go of the old year.
That timing seems almost too perfect to be coincidental. What made you look into this?
Well, I was exploring this fascinating Japanese tradition of microseasons. They divide the year into 72 distinct periods, each about 5 days long. And the final microseason of the year, happening right now, is called Shika Tsuno Otsuru, literally meaning deer shed their antlers.
So you're telling me that in Japanese culture, they actually mark time by these tiny changes in nature?
Exactly. And here's what's really fascinating. These microseasons align perfectly with traditional Japanese customs. Like right now, during these final days of December, there's this massive cultural practice called Ōmisoka, where everyone deep cleans their houses, settles their debts, and basically sheds anything unnecessary.
That's making me think about how we tend to hold on to things way past their usefulness. Unlike these deer who just let go.
And here's the really beautiful part. The deer don't struggle with this process at all. The antlers simply fall away when it's time, completely painlessly. No deer therapy needed, no lengthy goodbye ceremonies.
Though I imagine for us humans, letting go isn't quite that simple.
You know what's interesting? This microseason comes right after another one called Natsukusa Shozu, which describes winter grass pushing through frozen earth. So there's this natural progression from effort to release, from pushing through to letting go.
That sequence really speaks to how change actually happens, doesn't it? First the struggle, then the release.
And what's particularly fascinating is how this applies to modern life. Think about how many of us are carrying around outdated beliefs, relationships, or career paths that once served us, but now just weigh us down, like heavy antlers we're afraid to shed.
Though I have to wonder, what makes us so resistant to letting go when nature makes it look so easy?
Well, I think it's because we've lost touch with these natural rhythms. The deer knows that letting go isn't the end. It's preparation for something new. Those antlers will grow back bigger and stronger in the spring.
That's really challenging our human tendency to see letting go as loss rather than opportunity.
Exactly. And here's what's really powerful about this timing. It's not just about individual growth. In Japan, this period is seen as a collective reset button. The whole society participates in this ritual of release and renewal.
So it's like a culturally sanctioned time to let go of what's not working anymore.
Yes, and what's fascinating is how this wisdom shows up in other cultures too. Ancient Romans had Janus, the two-faced god looking both backward and forward. Many indigenous cultures have rituals of release tied to natural cycles.
That's really making me think about what my own antlers might be. Those things I'm carrying that maybe it's time to release.
And that's exactly the kind of reflection this season invites. Maybe it's old beliefs about ourselves, outdated goals, or even physical possessions that are taking up space in our lives.
Though I imagine the real challenge is learning to trust that something better will grow in its place.
That's where nature's wisdom comes in again. The deer doesn't worry about whether new antlers will grow. It simply trusts the cycle. And historically, societies that lived closer to nature understood this principle deeply.
So maybe the real lesson here isn't just about letting go, but about trusting the natural rhythm of growth and change.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this year, perhaps that's the most valuable takeaway. Learning to trust that what falls away creates space for something new to grow.
Well, here's to shedding our metaphorical antlers and trusting in nature's timing.
And to remembering that sometimes the most powerful growth comes not from what we add to our lives, but from what we're willing to release.